Hello, hello, hello. Um, we are back. Uh, let's jump straight in. Um, let's catch up. HTML string. Yesterday we had the um, very fun opportunity of learning that we had to put in a new line by clicking enter, which is fun. Let's go back and go. So, give your label element a for attribute with the value x hashtag name, where x is a value of the entry drop down element and hashtag is a value of entry number. Okay, so okay, value of entry drop down. So this is where I think we're going to have to use some so I'm just jumping back into my HTML to give me an idea of how I'll be able to get into it. So for entry drop down, value of the entry drop down. So entry drop down dot value. I feel like that's already been covered. I feel like we're duplicating stuff. I'm not really understanding why. Entry number. Why are we duplicating stuff? Okay. I think it's important that you almost force yourself to not allow this to become like a sort of a problem statement solution exercise. And that's why I keep asking myself, why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? Because that was, if you go back to the first video, effectively the difference between being able to code and being able to program something. You know, um, you can you can't just answer like logic problems and solve logic problems with code. But building stuff, building programs, building applications requires understanding what you're doing. So that's why I keep asking myself that, because I don't want to just sort of follow the instructions, build out, answer them, and then have no real understanding of the underlying thinking behind what I'm doing. So after your label element, and on a new line in your template string, create an input element. Give a type attribute set to text, a placeholder attribute set to name, ID attribute that matches the for attribute of your label element. Okay, so we are building new, it's like we're building new CSS selectors. Okay. Inputs. It's interesting as well that we're able to do all of this in the template string. That's quite cool. Okay, so we're using this to, I think, actually insert like new HTML in the. Okay, we're dynamically using this to insert new HTML elements into the DOM. Cool. Okay. Okay. Sorry, that might be intuitively obvious, but it's just clicking to me now that what we're actually doing is formatting HTML elements. So I know X is the value of the entry drop down, and hashtag is the entry number. So I know that this is the same in this new for that I'm having to create. And the only difference is that it then goes on to dash calories. So I'm going to copy this and stick that here. So I avoid unnecessary typing errors if I am writing. And then I know that that's the text that they want here. Well, I know that this is that. So I can just do that. Yeah. Yeah, so we're entering two new. It's almost like we're entering two new areas, two new divs, almost. Cool. So we want to create another. We're actually formatting the entire thing. That's why we're using the new lines. we're building out a fairly complex string literal, which is quite cool. A template string, template literal string, you know. Yeah, okay. So again, I am going to do this. And, oh, okay, so right, so input doesn't require the terminating tag, the terminating like um, front slash label here. It doesn't, you can just end it within that first opening tag with a front slash. So I'm going to copy that and stick that here. And I'm going to make the changes. So this one is a number, has a min value, equal to 0. Do I have to put that in quotes? I can check. I can also find out. But I don't want to find out. I want to check. So input HTML attributes. W3 schools today. So max min. What I want to see is if min has to be in quotation marks, and it does. So cool. That will suffice for me. So number min placeholder set to calories. And an ID attribute that matches the 4 attributes of your second label. Which is cool. Alright. To see your new HTML content for the target input, you need to use the inner HTML property. An HTML property sets our return to HTML content inside an element. Div ID container. Okay. Right. Yeah. So we've structured this entire thing. Cool. Why did it structure this input like this, but then this one is on a single line? Who knows? But that's fine. So now over here, it wants me to add the HTML string to the target input container. So I can then just say That's quite cool. So we're doing all of this to. That's quite cool. We're doing all of this on calling this add entry. Okay. How does it know? We'll see. Okay, so what I can understand thus far, and I'll start, is that we are going to add entry button. To do that. And this takes a 2. So let's go and check that. Let's go with MDN. Because I think we have to yeah, we have to put it in inverted commas. So click and then let's add entry. So let's find function reference. So and I'm looking for how to add a call a function reference. Hmm. Yeah, this is not the best way to do it, but I'm sort of just allowing myself to get as much as I can from it. So let's see. Yeah. So before we were calling functions by just using the name. if we pass it in as a variable, we're doing that. I feel like we should be able to do something else here. Oh, no, let's see. Okay, let's actually try. So I'll try adding a couple of entries to the breakfast category. So I'm going to show the console as well. Okay. Yeah, so we're adding it back in there. That's quite cool. Okay. So let's see. Test. Okay, so it's not letting me put in anything there. So let's see. Let's quickly. That's a wake up my daughter alarm. And, I'm actually going to call it here. Finish off. And then, yeah, come back. So we've now got some bugs. We're going to debug in the next video. Thank you guys for chilling with me, and have a good day. Peace.